Hello friends, it's Charlene with Charlene's Heartfelt Creations. I'm back with another thrift haul. And yeah, I just keep shopping. Even though I don't need it, I just keep buying. Can't help it. I stop in and just browse. And I find amazing things that I can't pass up. So, alright, first off is this. Look how cute this ribbon is. Raggedy Ann and Andy. I only paid 49 cents for this. The date on this is brand new. I just opened it up right before the video. This is brand new, and it was 2001 is what it says on here, I think. Very cute ribbon. I really like this one. And then I found this as well. Let me see if I can get this pin out. Alright. I found this lace and beads. That's so pretty. That would make such a pretty trim on the side of a book. Or even to decorate a page. Oh, I love it. Okay. And if you know anything about me, I absolutely love Christmas. And I found this. It's a planter that I will probably just put something like cards in it. I just really thought it was a pretty planter. It was $2.99, but it was 50% off. And so they had a couple of them. It looks like something was glued in there, probably some kind of plant or some kind of gift set. But I was thinking I can use it for probably Christmas cards or something. So maybe I'll just keep it on my table to have some holiday cheer while I'm crafting. We'll see. And then these little tiny Easter ornaments. I mean, I know they weren't very expensive to begin with, but I thought they were super cute. And those will make great charms. And then there's this box of cards. I almost passed on this. And what really got me was these bow stickers right here. So I figured I'll open these up right here with you now. I tend to get rid of a lot of my packaging. I find that packaging just takes up so much space. Okay, but this is 16 cards and envelopes. 18 bonus. Alright, so let's see what we've got here. So there's a Christmas card. It's a nice big card. That could actually make a cute journal. Look at those stickers. Oh my gosh, this set's so old. These aren't even sticky. I'll just have to put some adhesive on there or run them through my sticker maker. Let's see. So I think they are all the same card. But they're pretty cute. Hope your Christmas is a joy to remember. I think it's pretty cute. And then another thing of the stickers. I love these bows. But I will probably go ahead and just dispose of the packaging and add these to my other bag of Christmas cards that I have. Alright, next I found this bag. I thought this was so cute. It's just a gift bag, and I think I paid 49 cents for it. It's like a craft paper, and I just figured I could cut this stuff out and use it throughout my journal. And the ribbon is really pretty, so I'll take that off and reuse that as well. Although I'm half tempted to make this into some kind of little journal cover, because it is nice and thick. Alright, and I found some of these acrylic ornaments for 99 cents. Again, they weren't super expensive. $3.99. I think this is from Hobby Lobby, but I thought those were really cute. I love hearts, so I will use these. So then I have a stack of things here. These beautiful butterflies, and then these are just Mickey Mouse stickers that I found for 49 cents. I'm not sure how many sheets are in there, but I can always use Mickey Mouse stickers. Okay, 2. They're probably just like Dollar Tree stickers. And then this here with all the embellishments for a baby girl. I thought that was adorable. And I only paid 49 cents for that. And then like the little corners and stuff. So pretty. I love the little safety pins. Those are adorable. And then I found just some sticky notes. But I use sticky notes throughout everything. I use them in my journal, in my calendar. When I'm planning my kids' stuff out for them, I put little sticky notes on things. Sticky notes are one of my favorites. I found a Candyland board game. I probably have about 15 Candyland board games. But you can do so much with it. I don't even know if it's complete. I do have a thing filled with like replacement pieces for my kids as well, because they do not do very well with keeping their board games together. But I love making Candyland journals, and I really enjoy making journals out of board games. It's one of my favorite things to do. And so this one is super cute because it's double-sided. But I will cut this apart, and then I will have the four different panels to make 2 books. Now, this one here is a nice size because it's not fully, it's definitely not like an 8x10. I don't know. Oh, I do have my ruler. Okay. So here's the ruler, and it's about 7.5 by 8.5. And so that's not a terrible size when you're going to do a journal. That's a nice size for your pages. And then it's got some little movers. This one's missing the sticker. I'm sure I could probably find an image online and just go ahead and print it out and stick it on there. And then the little spinner is missing the pieces to it. That's adorable, though. I love how it shows the characters and it tells about the characters on that side. That would be a tough one to figure out what to do with, but I have to figure it out eventually because I got a bunch of these and I got to start making something out of them. But $1.99, and I should be able to get 3 journals because I can get a journal out of the box as well. And the box is in really good shape. So, and then I can get some bookmarks out of the side here and this side. Sometimes I will keep this intact and it'll be my spine on my journal, but I still have all these other sides that I can use. And sometimes when you do board games, even this will be printed like this, so it'll give you extras that you could do something with. Okay, next I found this Quizmo Numbers. 99 cents. They're educational. It's an educational bingo series. I just thought I'll use that for something. So I picked it up. A part of me is like, do I need to keep this to do with my kids? Because I really do like these cards where it looks like a domino and then it's the number. And so on these, it's just like a little bingo game. I haven't really looked at it very well. And then I could use it while working with my kids on different things, but then I could also use it after we're done and put it in my journals, or take a couple. I could always take a couple of these out and use them, and use this with my kids for a little bit, and then as they grow out of it, just start using it. But there's a lot to it. Bingo cards are one of my favorite things to craft with. And these were different, so that's another reason why I picked them up. And they were only 99 cents. Some of these educational resources can be really expensive, though. Okay, so I found postage tape sheets. I'm not sure exactly. All right, it says bend and peel. The sheet good for 2 postage tapes. These are just a sticky label, and I picked these up for 99 cents. I can stamp on these. This kind of material is really nice to stamp on, and it'll give me a nice bold look, but it's not see-through, but it's thin enough that if you put it on a patterned paper, you can sort of see through it. So it gives it a neat effect when you use this. I've seen ladies use these on cards, like I've seen them use it on cards like this kind of stuff, to just add a little more dimension and an image to something so they're not stamping on the cards, because a lot of times when you stamp on cards, they're glossy and you're just not going to be able to get it to stay without smudging. I've made that mistake a few times. So here's Slapjack with aliens, and these were 49 cents. I've bought these in the past when I found them at the bins, and I gave them to my kids as stocking stuffers, but I don't think they ever used them. I'm sure I could raid their stuff and find plenty. But these I thought were kind of cute. You got the Sun, Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune, Pluto, a comet, and Jack. So those will be fun to craft with. I think I'll take a few out for my little guys to put in their journals. I just put those over there. This one I just bought as a surprise for all of us. It was 49 cents, and I figured I will just see what it is when I get home. So, at the thrift store that I go to, they probably would not have cared if I actually opened it. But I just figured I would get it and have a surprise. All right. Let's see what we've got. Brainetics. It's just a regular set of cards. And there's the jokers. Again, I craft on cards all the time. You can cover them. You can stamp images on different things in collage, and it just is a fun addition to your journal, you know. Lastly, I have this board game. My son is trying to get me to give this to him. He keeps telling me, you know, I like sharks. He just takes all my board games that I bring home. This one is actually made really nice. The box is nice and sturdy. I paid $1.99 for it. I'm fairly certain this is a new board game. I don't think anybody ever used it, but it has so many neat little pieces to it, and it's very high quality. So this is one I'm not sure I would want to craft with, but look at those cute little flip-flops. I love that. And then you got little beach towels and then little scenes from the ocean. Very cute. And then you got your... Ooh, these are like really nice quality, these directions. I might need to look this up and see if it's worth anything before I start cutting into it, because it might not be something I actually want to craft with. But this would make a really cool beach journal, actually, or a vacation. Look how cute that is, that scene with the little cabanas on the side and the pool. But it's also double-sided. I love double-sided boards because then you don't have to do anything to the inside. It's already decorated for you. But even the box, look how cute this is. And the pieces are just so thick and nice. Like I said, I'm not sure what I'm going to do about this one. This little insert is really thick, nice quality. And then I have no idea what these are. I think they're like lawn chairs or like beach chairs is what I think they are. And then this bag full of dice. The dice, I always love dice. Dice are easy to drill through. I used to pick dice up at the Dollar Tree all the time just for crafting. But yeah, this game, I'm on the fence on this one. Not sure what I'm going to do with it. So we'll see what happens. But like I was saying, it's got the sides. This one is printed on the sides of the inner box as well. So many different things that could be done with this. This cover is a lot of fun though, this box. And then let's see. The back of the box is pretty cute. The other thing that I do in my house is I do not keep boxes because my kids tear the boxes up anyway. So a lot of their board games, unless it's my older boys who, you know, they might be worried about collecting or whatever, I will take a lot of my younger boys' board games out of the boxes. And I have these pouches that I organize everything in because the boxes take up so much space. Like I remember having stacks and stacks of games. And I took them and condensed them into these little bags and put them into a bin. And they just all sit in one little bin. And I'm like, how on earth did it go from like this massive pile to this little bin? I do the same thing with my DVDs. And I'm getting ready to go through and get a bunch of my cover art from my DVDs so I can craft with those and make journals. And we've included pages. Like my daughter liked Stuart Little, and so we took the cover art from our Stuart Little movie and put it in her journal. And just different things you can do. Like if you want to keep the same theme, I've got, like I have the Elf board game that I'm going to be crafting with here pretty soon. And I can take the Elf movie cover and put that inside of a journal. Or I can even make a journal with the movie cover. So don't think that you can't use a lot of the stuff that you already have at home. There's so many things you can use, so many things you can do just to be creative. So, but anyway, thank you so much for joining me. I've been having fun shopping when I really shouldn't be. Every time I go to the grocery store, I'm like, oh, let's just see what the thrift store has. Or I take my kids to an appointment and I'm like, oh, let's go check out the bins. We got an hour. And yeah, I don't need to buy anything else. I keep saying that. But I hope you enjoyed this video. I really enjoy getting on here and showing you what I found and sharing my excitement with somebody who's not like, oh great, more junk. So, again, thank you for joining me. And stay tuned to see what I come up with next or what I buy next. And until next time, bye.